Hi, welcome to the Bread Lab and SFBI's online baking series. Today I'm going to be walking you through cutting fougasse. Fougasse is a bread commonly associated with Provence, but of course we see it all over the world in savory applications more often. We're looking for a highly hydrated dough. Typically ciabatta is used for that application. Olives are a great addition, herbs, spices, cheese. Kind of whatever you feel like. Versatility in your windowsill, in your bread lineup, hanging from a dowel at a farmer's market. All of these options are a great new product for your lineup. Okay, here we have our ciabatta dough ready to divide into our fougasse. It is a wet dough. This sat overnight in the refrigerator. So I'm going to prep my table as I would for ciabatta, so it dumps out and doesn't stick to the table. So quite a bit of flour. With a dough like this, I do like to hit a little flour around the edge and use my scraper to try to push that flour down in along those edges. Okay, one clean flip. Try not to fold the dough over itself out of the container. Flour on top. If any large bubbles kind of make their way up, I pop those at this point. You want to pat this flour into that dough so it's not sticky, so you can actually work with it. Okay, from there, a little additional stretching. So gently work one hand underneath, pull that dough out so you're not pinching and degassing irregularly. Same with this front edge. Work out to some dimension for you to then cut your pieces. Today we're going to cut roughly a 4-inch by 10-inch chunk. Put that onto a piece of parchment, cut our fougasse shape, and then shortly go to the oven. Okay, cutting these. Okay, roughly a 10-inch piece. Gently carrying it, transfer it to the parchment. Now we will cut our fougasse shape. Prefer my narrow scraper for this job. For our traditional shape, cutting a groove right down the middle. Open that dough up a little bit as you do it. Then cutting these additional vents, overlapping and fanning those edges out. Okay, there's our fougasse. Right down the middle, overlapping cuts on the side, fan it out. Fan out the other side. And this is ready for the oven in 10 minutes. The beauty of placing this fougasse on parchment is you can slide it right onto your belt or onto your peel and in the oven without deforming them too much. These are just out of the oven. I like to go onto a clean piece of parchment and I will brush them with olive oil while they're still warm. This gives you another opportunity to introduce flavor by flavoring your olive oil with rosemary or any other herb that you like. Now, this is ready to sell or hang in a display. So finally, a fougasse can come from any type of dough. We work with softer doughs. It can also handle a lot of heat. This can be the very first bake in your wood-fired oven. Pull a little bit of heat off of that surface without wasting that energy that you sunk into your oven. Another good trick is to put a seasoned sea salt on it. Last chance to introduce some flavor. So I hope you work this into your lineup. Thanks.